Sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thanks, Reese. Talking to the Cal head coach pregame, he is thrilled to be back at his alma mater. All of the things that make this place so special, he is so familiar with. And he knows that he can bring this place to a better than a top 25 finish. He understands that they were good last year, but that was not enough. He is ready to take this team to the top here at home. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Georgia Tech headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Deep in the end zone, it's Hill. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Trying to establish the run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Looking for running room. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Jaron Chiave Sungapolatelli. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Hits the hole, it's Riley. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent, and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Still looking to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd and long here. On the move. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. There he goes. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gets rid of it. They're working that left side. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Working the ground game. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Spits it out to the back. Got him in the open. Spins away from 1. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. Sangapolitelli. Out wide right, it's Hill. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Left side is Thomas. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to barge in. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Give to the fullback, and he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
And how about it? They give it to the muscle on 4th down. The big fullback, try to let him plow his way for the 1st down. The defense was having none of it. Stopped on 4th down. 1st down going the other way.
To the air, it's Grimes. Right side, it's Riley. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside, it's Riley. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. 3rd and 3. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the run, it's Riley. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Yellow Jackets back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give. Just smothered on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fellow? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Long way to go on second down. Quarterback signaling to his guy. JKS. Gets open down the middle. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing, Sangapolitelli. Finds his man. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Sangapolitelli on the play action. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Swings it out to his running back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Sangapolitelli, play action. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got it! He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
The corner route will always be one of those staple routes versus zone. So if you see zone, it's a great job by the wide receiver pushing vertically. You see him threaten that safety, and then you break off to the sideline where it's really hard for that corner to get back in the play.
And the Golden Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cal. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Grimes. He's got it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Drops back on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Moving out to the right. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters into book 10. Time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. And it's the Mustangs looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.